Okay, right now we're going to Ellison Hatfield Cemetery. The bridge didn't look too trustworthy, so we're going this way.
Show that bridge.
Through the creek. That bridge doesn't look too worthy. So we're going to go through the creek and over.
This is the way you do in our area. We're used to growing up here. This is always a way to get there.
Yeah.
Especially with the way it floods up here. And
that's right.
And people in eastern Kentucky and southern West Virginia are like Marines.
Improvise, adapt,
and overcome. And that's the way they do. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Hillbillies can make it.
That's right.
You talk about a country boy can survive. Hillbillies are some of the toughest people we know.
That's right. Ugh.
So we're at the Ellison Hatfield Cemetery. Here's the sign. It's fading out.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, they had these things all dressed up and everything when they was
really nice,
building the historical significance of it up. Now it's not. So but anyway, we're out.
Alrighty. Here is a marker, what I call it, of Ellison Hatfield. It's at his cemetery. Here at Ellison Hatfield Cemetery is the final resting place of Devil Anse Hatfield's younger brother, Ellison. Ellison was attacked by 3 of Randolph McCoy's sons at the election of 1882 on Blackberry Creek in Pike County, Kentucky. He soon died from his wounds, and the McCoys were executed in retribution at the Pawpaw Tree Massacre. This cemetery also holds the remains of Ephraim Hatfield, who was Devil Anse and Ellison's father, known as Big Eph. He settled in this area in the 1830s. Ephraim was a justice of the peace and a well-respected member of the community. I don't know if I got all that in there.
Alrighty, let's dissect this.
Okay.
Because this is also sponsored by the Mingo County Commission. The text and the design is by Bill Richardson, the West Virginia tourism or historian in this area. And like I said before, he's done an excellent job in promoting the Hatfields of West Virginia. They should be real proud of Bill because he's done them well. Unfortunately, some of the things that he has said instead of historical is for marketing purposes or to build them up. And that doesn't, I mean, that's okay, I guess, if that's what you want, but it can't be historical. This is a historical marker of what people would think about it being, and are having some historical significance to it. Ellison Hatfield was attacked by 3 of Randolph McCoy's sons at the election of 1882 on Blackberry Creek. 2 questions. First thing, Ellison again is the one. How did the fight start between Ellison and Tolbert? That was Ellison's doing. Ellison challenged Tolbert to try whipping him like he did Bad Lies, and he did.
So he was the aggressor.
He was the aggressor, the initial aggressor.
Okay.
And then the 2 boys, he whooped Tolbert and was hitting them with a rock, so they had no choice but to join in and try to help their brother. Right. Too bad that the Hatfields didn't jump in sooner to help their brother and kin, and maybe they wouldn't have come to the point of where he was stabbed 40 times, what they say, and shot so many times, when in reality he wasn't, but that's what the rumor is. And this is how the rumors get started, things like this. People writes things into history, and they speak things into history, and they go on forever, and nobody ever corrects it, so all of a sudden it just becomes the truth. The second question about this, sons of election 1888 on Blackberry Creek in Pike County, Kentucky. Listen to that. Younger brother Ellison. Ellison was attacked by 3 of Randolph's sons at the election of 1882 on Blackberry Creek in Pike County, Kentucky. What the hell's Ellison Hatfield doing at Blackberry, Kentucky at an election in Pike County, Kentucky? What would that, why? Why was Devil Anse there? Why was Ellison? Why was any of the Hatfields from West Virginia at a Kentucky election? They were trying to persuade the election. They were trying to influence it. Alter votes, either through intimidation or bribes or whatever. They were trying to influence the election. And otherwise, had they not been at the Kentucky election, there would have been no Ellison Hatfield stabbing and shooting. It would have never happened. They didn't vote there. They couldn't vote there. They lived in West Virginia. That was one point. The cemetery also holds remains of Ephraim Hatfield rather, and who was Devil Anse's and Ellison's father. He's also buried up here along with their mother, and was known as Big Eve. Whether he was the justice of the peace or not, I don't know. That's new. I haven't seen that. And you know, when you question somebody, if somebody tells you one mistruth or falsification, it makes you tend to not trust anything that they might say. So this would be something good. I hope somebody proves me. I'm not saying that he wasn't, but I'd like to see some proof where Ephraim Hilton was the justice of the peace. He may have been a well-respected member of the community, that's fine, but to hold justice of the peace, you had to be elected. So he very well could have been, but let's see. Show me some documentation. Let's go on up to the grave.
All righty, we're going to start up here and look at them.
Once upon a time, the sign was painted, the grass was mowed. It was a pretty cemetery up here when they first started promoting the Hatfield McCoy tourism thing in Kentucky and West Virginia. Here is Ellison's grave with his wife Sarah and Floyd. These are all Hatfields. Here is Devil Anse's father, Ephraim, and over here is Devil Anse's mother,
Nancy Vance.
Nancy Vance. She was Jim Vance's sister. And there it is. But again,